your meat from the chest freezer over and keep it cold over here. And, you know, these guys have water so that when the pump goes out, you can go there. Like, there is a community sense of taking care of each other.
People have guns?
Some. Mostly hunting. Mostly hunting. I mean, I've got friends whose 10-year-old just took his first deer.
Sure.
You know, and skinned it and processed it and all of that.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, like that, because I you know, the difference there is just like, you know, like I remember shooting up in Hope, BC.
Yeah.
And
you can't get laid in Chilliwack. There's always hope.
There's always hope.
There's always hope.
I fucking said that to, somebody told me to say that to people up there. If you can't get laid in Chilliwack, there's always hope. The place is called Hope. And somebody told me I was at the fucking Chateau Marmont and I was going to do a movie in Hope. And somebody told me, say, hey man, if you say that to people in Hope, everyone's gonna buy you a fucking beer. That is a saying everybody knows in Hope.
No, they don't.
I got to fucking Hope.
Not even a little
Not
bit.
a single motherfucker. I said it to everyone. I was like, you know, if you can't get laid in Chilliwack, there's always hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
And
nobody knew.
Nobody had fucking heard of it. And then they ended up making my rap gift was a shirt.
Was a shirt.
You can't get laid in Chilliwack.
And that's where I learned that phrase.
I remember there was one night where me and Odessa Young, I think she and I rapped a day early, and we were living together, and we like, everyone was over drinking and we were listening to music and we were partying our fucking asses off. And it was like, I think it was like a Wednesday and we didn't think about it. We were playing the music real loud and whatever. And there was just a dude who fucking walked into my house. He was like standing in my living room. He's like, turn the fucking music down. And I'm like, yo, motherfucker. I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing in my living room? I'm like, first
my man.
off, like, you know what I mean?
My man.
Right? And
Yeah.
so like, and I was just like, it just dawned on me, like, had that been here, I would have shot that. But like, you can't walk into my fucking home.
But in Canada, we are not generally afraid that if you walk into a stranger's
That
house,
you're gonna
they'll
get
shoot
shot.
you.
And I guess that's a good thing.
It's a nice way to live.
Yeah. No. I mean, it is a good thing. That is a good. But I guess my question
I'm
for
not
you
mad at
is
it. And
like,
by the way, I own guns.
well, that's what I was gonna say. You're a gun owner. I know your husband's a gun owner, and I know there's this whole like kind of movement now about, you know, when you talk about the complicity and everything and the toxicity and everything. You know, there's this whole movement now about like violence in movies, and you and I both. I mean, me in particular, but we've been in some violent fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, and again, it's like motherfuckers been making cowboy movies and shoot 'em up movies forever. And you know, like Bill Maher just did a thing on his show. You know, I've wanted to be on fucking Bill Maher forever, and the way that I was on fucking Bill Maher is that he was talking about how it's, you know, the violence in media is adding to the violence inside. It was literally me like shooting, and I was like, hey baby, look, I'm on fucking Bill Maher.
Yay,
you know?
I made it.
But I guess like,
Be careful what you wish for.
You know what I mean? Where are you on that?
It's a really.
Are you partially responsible for all the violence in this country?
Am I personally partially responsible? I mean, I can't just say no.
Right.
You know, and even like going back to, they've been making cowboy movies forever.
I've also been fucking.
I got a lot of friends in the Native community that would be like, and that really sucks for us.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been super problematic. And
by the way, just the answer, like they've been doing it forever, should never be a justification for fucking anything.
yeah, I mean,
man.
you know, they use that to like keep people from voting and shit.
Straight up.
You know, I think what we often do in entertainment is uncouple violence from emotional consequence. I think that's very dangerous. The whole idea that John McClane can shoot a bunch of, I mean, there's been so much research on this, but like people get shot, but as long as we don't know who they are and they don't have names, it doesn't matter, right? Like you can mow down 100 stormtroopers and we don't care. You shoot Luke Skywalker and we care. Why? Because the narrative was designed to make you care about this human life and to make these expendable. That feels dangerous. And like certainly...
And dishonest.
Totally dishonest. I mean, you look at the research on drone pilots and PTSD, like people who have never been anywhere near the field of battle, who, knowing that they have taken a life, become depressed and suicidal.